from trophies. They're poured out from schools ascending to new heights at the same time and finding the other guy standing in the way of their ultimate goal. It's time to find out who's going to get run over this time. On the banks of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium in Knoxville, it's the Florida Gators and the Tennessee Volunteers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Guys, checking in with the Gators head coach before the game. This running back has been a revelation all season long. They brought him in the transfer portal, and he has delivered. Each and every week, we see the chemistry grow between he and the quarterback and their offensive line. Now in playoff contention, making some noise in the top 15, they are starting to be a team to contend with, and it is all because of this running back and how he is fueling this offense. Reese?
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Montgomery. Turning it on. And the explosiveness. The big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. And the Gators just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Caught in the backfield, it's Brown. And they pick up just a few on that completion. These two, which have so much cross-pollination and legendary games in their history, first played in 1916 with the Vols blanking the Gators in Florida. Tennessee actually won the first 10 meetings, with Florida not getting a W in the series until 1954.
And there was a period of time, Reese, in this rivalry that the game not only had SEC championship implications, but national championship implications, too. You think back to the heyday of this rivalry in the late 90s. Danny Werfel going up against Peyton Manning. We played the Vols, and we had games that were won in overtime. We had games that went down to 2-minute drives. There was so much NFL talent on the field, and it was such a competitive and physical game every single year.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the fourth down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big fourth down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on fourth down. They make the stop, but not before. He gets enough to convert on fourth down, and rolling the dice pays off.
Well, you're seeing analytics become a bigger part of college football each and every year, and there is a good example of it. Opening drive of the game, you're across the 54.
Touchdown, Gators! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
This head coach wanted to come into this game aggressive, guys, and he did it in a couple different ways. On that first drive, nice mixture of throwing and running offensively, but how big was that gamble on fourth down? They got it, kept the drive alive, they end up scoring a touchdown, so it paid off. You can't start a game better than that.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Just going to keep it after the snap. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
Quarterback may change this route. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Finds the big tight end. Runs through a man. He might have space. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. And the Vols come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, it's the first third down of the game. You can't execute it any better than that. Really nice job in protection. Good job by the QB finding the open man. Nice route, and it's an explosive play early for this offense.
Makes the grab. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Delay to the back. It's Bishop. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Trying the run, it's Morris. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. A first down run on the doorstep. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's second and goal.
And the defense getting in the backfield quick, fast, and in a hurry. There was nowhere to run with that football. Nice penetration by this defensive line.
Yeah, and a nice job, too, of not getting out of their lanes, right? When you're on offense, you're running a draw. You're trying to make it look like pass, getting those big fellas up front defensively, trying to salivate to get the QB, but they weren't fooled. Everybody stayed in their gap, and that's why they shut that play down.
Now he's looking to throw it. Into the end zone. Touchdown ball. Makes the grab right along the back of the end zone. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And they did tack on the extra point. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. On the ground, it's Pryor. Give him 9 on that one. Sets up a 2nd and 1.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Jones to throw. Takes the easy one to the back. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. There's a crease. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Gators! Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
Yeah, dude, if I'm a DC, I'm throwing my clipboard. I'm throwing my hands up in the air. Well, what do you want me to do? I mean, this is unbelievable, having a guy this dynamic at the quarterback spot that can take it 50-plus and make it look that easy. Huge stop.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. So the Vols offense takes the field to start this drive. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Looking downfield on first down. Finds his man. It's Matthews. Behind the chains now on second and long. With the draw, it's Bishop. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. The Vols moving quickly to the line. Keep it on the ground. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line, and it'll be fourth down. Now on fourth down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. Making side adjustments here. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
The Volunteers will call their first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. They'll run it to the right side. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. Here's the thing. That's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Running inside, it's Bishop. It's runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. 9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Got it behind the line. It's Matthews. Maybe a crease. Touchdown Volunteers. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And I like this offense. They didn't panic. A lot of times you see offenses panic and want to get back in it when they're down really quickly, and they forced the issue. They stayed patient. They stayed within themselves, and we're an extra point away from being a tied football game.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Coming out with it, it's Boyd. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Jones wants to throw it. Complete. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23.
And guys, I'm kind of shocked that's the first time we've called his name. And it's one thing for it to be his first catch going into the half, but that's the first target. This offense is an offense that needs him to be explosive, to make big plays. And in order to make that happen, they've got to target him and find ways to get him the football.
Well, man, this quarterback is fast. You saw that on his ability to scramble around, but he wasn't fast enough to outrun that hit. And it was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Inside, it's Montgomery. Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. Third down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They'd given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. Third down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. The offense changing the play. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. That's caught. It's Staley. And he's brought down after a huge completion. Whatever the fastest tempo they have is, that's what they'll use.
Well, that didn't take long. I mean, they started off this drive with great field position, and that's critical for this football team because of the players they have offensively. If you can get them the ball back at that area of the field, it takes one play, like what you just saw, and all of a sudden, they're knocking on the door now in the red zone looking for 6.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting.
Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Tennessee!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Leaves it with the back. Oh, he's got some space. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Timeout is called. It's the second charge to Tennessee. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the first down. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Looking for room, it's Montgomery. Pushes ahead for 1, it's 2nd and 9.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Jones to throw. Bring in the heat. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football.
And the missed connection on third down.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. At midfield, he's got room. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Well, there's the advantage of having versatility at the running back position. On fourth down, everybody in the stadium is expecting if you throw it, it's probably going to a receiver at tight end. But because of his ability to catch the football, he makes a huge play for this offense and keeps the drive alive.
They'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. It's 1st and 5. They want to throw it. Here comes the heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down for this offense. Gets the back moving. Grabbed behind the line. It's Montgomery. Could not make his way to the corner. The Gators are going to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
They converted 4th down earlier on this drive, and now they'll try it again. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Right down the middle. And make the catch, and the defense will force a turnover on downs.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Trying to burn this defensive back. And he tried to take the top off with the first play of the drive and got nothing to show for it.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense. You're late in the first half. They're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big 3rd down stop by this defense. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Quickly complete. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye, that bull Gator head. Let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half.
Interesting first half, fellas, and an eye-opening day here in Week 10 on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with a look at Penn State taking on the number 9 team, the Indiana Hoosiers.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line.
And it's the Nittany Lions coming away with the victory in one of the highest-scoring games we've seen all season. And that's now 4 W's on the season. This one could be a confidence builder.
All out of space. He's at the 40. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
How about the offensive line working in tandem on these blocks? You see some of those guys that got up into the second level, got a hat on a hat, and that left open a huge crease for the running back.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Matthews. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bishop. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
And this D's going to have to find some answers, guys. I mean, you've seen him. This offense has moved the ball down the field, done what they want. Now 1st and goal situation. Who cares about the yards? Like, step up right here, try to force them into a 4th down, try to make them kick a field goal.
Looking to throw. Let's it fly. Touchdown ball. And they take it in for 6 more points. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a breaks into the open. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Florida!
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So here is the Tennessee offense. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. The Volunteers are in the hurry-up.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Maybe some room here. The 40, the 30, the 20. He's at the 10, and he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Volunteers!
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing, rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
He's got it on the right. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Jones wants to throw it. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Makes the catch. It's Singleton. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they are on the move.
Man, you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Makes it past the marker. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. The Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Zings it complete to the right. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They'll run it. It's Montgomery. Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. They'll go to the air. Looking for the score. Knocked away, incomplete, and quarters get tied in the red zone.
Great awareness by that defender that time. Seeing the ball thrown, getting his big paw, knocking it down, and now you set up 2nd down.
After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. Gets it out quickly. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. The Gators want to crank the tempo. They didn't quite get organized in time. They'll call a timeout with just 3 seconds remaining on the play clock. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Third and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Stepping to the right. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida. Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it out. It's Staley. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Might be calling a hot route. Powers through the defender. Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. On the delay, it's Bishop. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza.
Here we go, ready. 1, 2, 3. Check, check, check. 22-90 mountain. 22-90 mountain. Ready, go.
Back to pass. The sure hands, it's Thomas. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
To the air on 2nd down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Final moments here. Massive upset brewing, and one that just might ruin the season for this team that came into this game ranked in the top 10. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He slings it deep to the left. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover.
Well, what a play by the defense there. Trailing here in the fourth quarter by 1 possession. Able to steal it away now and put their offense in position to at least go tie this game.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. What a huge play, what a huge mistake that was with that last interception. And now this offense has a chance late. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7. There's a reason you drag the record books to the recycle bin in a rivalry game. Upsets, and we've got one looming. Jones to throw. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. If you can't win it all, you might as well try to ruin things for your rival, and that's exactly what we've got working here. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Finds a man on the left. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Gators!
Well, they came into this one as the favorite, obviously, and they looked like they were sleepwalking in that first half. Whatever adjustments they made in the second half, I think one thing's pretty simple. David, they remembered who they were. Offensively now, they've come out. They've been electrifying. They've been lighting up the scoreboard. Defensively, getting the football back. This was the team we thought we were going to see at the very start of the game.
Man, it's so hard week to week, man. So many challenges, injuries, all the things that come with it, and getting guys motivated, right? Like sometimes they just don't have that energy. Good to see them come out after the half with the energy, with the urgency. This is the squad we thought we were going to see.
Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. And the Volunteers want to pick up the tempo.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Quickly to the tight end. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. If they tried the field goal from here, it would be 53 yards. They'd love to help the kicker out on third down. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be fourth down and 1. Tie game here late in the fourth. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on fourth down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on fourth down, if you decide to run the football, you've got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward. They're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's second and 3. Touch pass went nowhere. Stopped behind the line of scrimmage. So the defense uses a timeout here. 2:08 remaining on the clock. They didn't want it to get down to the 2-minute stoppage. On third and short, the power run here. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. The clock stopped. 2 minutes left to play in this one.
That has got to be so demoralizing for the defense. You haven't been able to stop this guy all game long. And here on third down, they're handing it off to him anyway because they don't think you can stop him. This defense right now, you see a lot of people hanging their heads a little bit because they're not playing with tons of confidence.
This quarterback part of their running game. There he goes. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37.
Sometimes as a quarterback, you just need to take the game over yourself. You need points to win, and it's going to come down to you throwing it or maybe running it like you just saw there to get that done.
And the Gators will snap it on first and 10. Running inside, it's Montgomery. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
And you got to bang a timeout right here. You've got 2 left. After running the football, save as many seconds as you can to give yourself an opportunity to come back and win this game.
They got nothing on the last play. It's second and 10. Trying to make magic with his feet. Slides to the ground. He got away and picked up the first down on a second and long.
Man, these are killers, right? Late in the game, in the fourth quarter, you're getting to the quarterback, but he does such a great job scrambling around. When you do this, you get extra first downs. You start to wear those defensive linemen out. So late in the game, this could pay off. Great job getting the first down.
All the way down to the 25-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Gives it on the option. There's some room. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10.
I love the play call running the football here in the fourth quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves in a position to win.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
I think the frustrating thing for this offense at this point is they've had a lot of success, and still they find themselves down on the scoreboard. And so I think if you're going to get back in this game, you've got to go back to the well. Think about the play calls that have worked for you in this game, where you found success, where you found your explosive plays. Don't be afraid to call those plays again right now in this 2 minutes.
Touchdown, Gators! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
And this offense punctuates another drive. And how about the momentum? Palmer, they've got it all. The offense, the defense, playing together. They're on fire right now.
Yeah, I'm really impressed, David, with the resilience of this offense because not everything was going their way earlier in this game, but they kept their head down. They kept chopping wood. They found a rhythm. And in this fourth quarter, David, they've been unstoppable.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The run inside. It's Bishop. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Home crowd not going to love it. You got to throw the ball to win this game. They do not like the play call with not a lot of time left in the game.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they